Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a review of this Midland WR-120EZ weather radio. This is not the WR-120. This is the WR-120EZ. It's the newer version of the WR-120 and WR-100. The reason why they call it EZ is simple. It's an easier programming language, if you catch my drift. Very simple to operate. It's got a couple of basic functions. I'll go over everything and why it's called the EZ weather radio. So, on the front, you've got 2:38 p.m. In fact, let me zoom in here just a teensy little bit. NOAA logo and a human speaking logo. That just means it's in voice mode. That's all it means. And I'll go over that in a minute. Of course, right here you've got your warning, watch, and advisory LEDs. Those will light up, of course, when there's a warning, watch, or an advisory. So, zooming out a little bit, right here you've got your menu buttons, select, up, down, left, right, and up here, up and down volume buttons. And, of course, weather snooze button. This is an alarm clock, too, so you can use this as an alarm clock. And it's not that big of a weather radio. I expected it to come bigger in the package because it looked bigger online. I guess I should have read the dimensions before I purchased it. It's a snazzy little convenient weather radio. Some more functions, basically just on the front. It's got these buttons and stuff. And then down here, you got a speaker. This is your speaker. It's really, really loud. Of course, SAME, digital weather, blah, blah, blah. Down there, NOAA logo and public alert certified logo. So on the side, this ought to get really, really tricky because my antenna is getting caught up in the curtains. In the blinds, excuse me. Holy crap, that is not fun. Alright, external antenna port. This is where you can plug in an external antenna, but not only does it fit an external antenna, it will fit an external antenna, but the port is a very special port. If you've heard of the RCA ports that people used to use back in the day to listen to music, the cavemen, as you would call them now with all this new technology, this is an RCA port. Look familiar? I bet you it doesn't. Right here, it would plug into here. You could do this the redneck way instead of buying an external antenna and simply run the cord up the wall just like I did right there and around the windowsill. Really, really simple, folks. Very, very simple and improves your reception about 150%. I guarantee it. Even though we live 2 miles southwest of our NOAA transmitter, it's still great to have. So, up here, right here, you've got a cloning port. This is, in fact, standard 3.5 millimeter jack, but I really don't suggest using it. Cloning port is basically for companies to clone, like, weather radios with, like, information. Oh, crap, this thing keeps falling out of the curtains. Alright, sorry, the antenna's getting all messed up here. So, basically, cloning port is not to be used and only by the manufacturers or big industries to basically like cloning this radio's DNA to another radio to give it its exact DNA so the other radio will function the same as this radio, and so on and so forth. So right here you've got external alert port and a power port. External alert port is in fact standard 3.5 millimeter jack. But, again, external alert is basically where you can plug in an external strobe or an external pillow vibrator. I know, sounds very, very charming. And not really. Right here, also, you've got your power port. This is a standard DC jack. It's got 12 volts going into it. I believe the power supply is, in fact, 12 volts. So, conveniently placed voltage for you to wire this thing up to your car. Although I don't suggest it because it might short it out when you ignite the engine or something. But, yeah, that's basically the back of the radio, some of the functions. We're going to get into the menu. The reason I don't have the backlight on is because the backlight shines too much for this little camera to handle. But we're going to avoid that anyway. Set time. Right now, you can see it says menu there. This is basically the same as older weather radios where you set the time up, down, left, and right. If you want to surpass PM or AM, toggle between those, just surpass 12 o'clock, and it'll toggle between AM and PM. So, up here, nope, I don't want that. I want 2:41, that's the time, Eastern Daylight Time. Set events. This is why they call it the WR-120EZ. Basically, to set events, all you have to do is just hit select, and it'll say edit events. This is just like the WR-300 does. You can edit the events that you want to receive. So, you can see administrative message, avalanche watch, avalanche warning, boil water warning, I have no idea what that means, blizzard warning, advisory, child abduction, emergency, amber alert. Basically, there's no need to set any alerts that you don't want to receive, but if you do want to set them, then just go in there and do that. So, button beeps. Right now, when I push a button, an up and down button, it does a beep. If you don't want that, simply hit select and go up to off and hit select. Now, whenever I push buttons, nothing happens. But I'm going to turn them back on because it sounds cool. And it sounds cool. Don't judge me. Alright, right here, we're going up to backlight. Backlight is a very simple function. It turns on a blue illuminated LED backlight. Let me adjust my camera there. That's better. Alright, so BLT off. Your bacon, lettuce, and tomato is set to off right now. But if you want your bacon, lettuce, and tomato to be set to on, simply hit the up button, and your bacon, lettuce, and tomato light will stay on all the time. And your bacon, lettuce, and tomato is at normal, meaning after 5 seconds of inactivity, it's going to boop, shut off like that until you hit it again. I'm going to set it to off right now for recording purposes because I'm not really into BLTs. I don't like them. Right here, set channel. Right here basically is where you can set your local NOAA weather station channel. Generally, there's one strong station that you can pick up in your area. If there isn't, if you can't pick up a station, there's one of two things. Your radio has a product deformity, or basically you can go in a product defect, or basically if you can't pick up anything, or if it's a very faint signal, call the National Weather Service by going into your the government listings in your phone book and calling them and asking them about that. So there's 7 channels. Ours is channel 4, 162.475 megahertz, which is in the VHF range. You can't pick it up on a regular radio. Scanners can pick it up, VHF radios can pick it up, and this can pick it up. So 162.450, I've still got a signal, a strong signal from somewhere, and on 425, and on channel 1. And this is Lynchburg station, but I'm not in Lynchburg, I'm in Roanoke, so I don't want that. Another station, but here's our strong station. And basically just find a strong station, hit select, and it'll save it. So, alert test. I must warn you, plug your ears or take your earbuds out, all you internet trolls. This is going to be very, very loud. This speaker is very loud. Unfortunately, on this radio, I'm pretty sure you can't set the siren, how loud it's going to be. It's just going to be as loud as it wants to be. WR-300, though, you can set a high siren or a low siren. I'll do a review on the WR-300 here soon, because I just got these radios the other day. Here we go. Might annoy my family, but I have in the external alert port back here a 18 STR Midland strobe that will flash. It runs off two AAA batteries, that will flash whenever an alert goes off. So, without further ado, plug your ears, and here we go. And that's pretty much it before I annoy the living crap out of someone. Alright, so we're back here on the weather radio. Alert test is done. Alert type. This is basically how you want the weather radio to alert you. You can have the siren go off for a couple seconds, and then it switch to the NOAA voice for the weather voice to give you the current alert or whatever in voice form. Or you can set it to tone. This means it'll just keep beeping like it just did until you come over here and push the weather snooze button to disarm the radio and hear the alert. Or you could do a visual alert. I don't recommend this. You need a siren this is what the whole weather radio is, the purpose of this radio is for, to alert you. This will just mean that there will be a scrolling message across the screen along with one of these lights flashing. But, yeah, I'm keeping mine at voice because at night, I don't want to have to get out of bed to listen to the frickin' weather alert. I want it to automatically turn on, tell me the alert, and automatically shut off, which is what it'll do if you have it set to voice. So, set location. Just like on older weather radios and other weather radios, you have SAME coding, specific area message encoding. For your specific area or county, you can set the weather radio to go off for your area or surrounding areas or any area that it can pick up. I don't suggest any area because it'll probably be going off all the time. But to do this, just hit set location. You could do multiple locations, program multiple locations for this weather radio to alert you for. Single location, meaning where you live, or any location that this can pick up. I have mine set at multiple. If I hit multiple, the first location saved in there is Roanoke, Virginia. That means the SAME codes are saved in here, so you won't have to do any coding. That's why they call it EZ, WR-120EZ, that's the reason. Next one I have is my sister county, Salem City, and up here I've got Roanoke City, which is another place I'd like to get an alert for because that's really close, you know, just to kind of get a heads up. Up here I've got Lynchburg City on number 4. This can start up to 25, by the way. I've got Floyd, Virginia, which is to our west-southwest, meaning the storms are going to travel in that area, so that we'll get kind of a heads up. And up here, I've got Montgomery, Virginia, which is another close nearby area, which I'd like to have programmed. And as you can see, if you hit empty, if you want to program something in empty, you can choose between USA, Canada, or USA and Canada. And in Canada, it'll basically do it by provinces and stuff like that. But in USA, see, it says Alabama. Just keep going until you find your state. Mine is right there. And hit select. And then keep going until you find your desired area. Now, I don't want any in it right there. So I'm going to get out of that. Right here, you've got set language. This weather radio can handle up to 3 languages. English, Espanol, or Francais. Yes, I do speak Spanish. Right here, ¿Cómo estás? Right here, I've got, you can set it between English, Espanol, which is Spanish, or Francais, which is French, and that's another reason they have Canada in there, because Canada broadcasts Environment Canada forecasts instead of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. So, English, and then you've got set alarm. Yes, this can be an alarm clock. If you want your alarm to be on, just simply hit on. And then you would go and choose your alarm. Say I want it to go at 6 o'clock a.m. Yes. Set alarm on 6 o'clock a.m. I'm pretty sure that this is going to set up to be, you can either wake up to a buzzer tone or you could wake up to local weather, which I'm pretty sure is the whole point of that. So I don't want the alarm to be on. Yes, it's off. So going back up, we go all the way back to set time, and we've already been there, which means that that is a conclusion for this review, folks. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And one thing I forgot to show you here, let me put the antenna down before it gets in any more trouble with that. Let's flip this bad boy over so I can show you the back. Here are the feet. Yes, this weather radio has kickable feet. I know, very, very cute. Right here, you've got, oh crap, what did I just push? No, don't do anything, please, thank you. I've got 3 standard AA batteries, alkaline, in here for backup situations, which will keep your weather radio running when the power goes out. Simple slide on, slide off cover, and see, it says model number 120EZ. And that just proves to you how good of a weather radio this is. Also, it's got mounting hooks so you can hang it on the wall. And, of course, little rubber feet. Who doesn't like rubber feet? Alright, folks, that about wraps up this review. I don't want to set the alarm. No one gives a crap. There we go. Alright, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments and subscribe for more videos, guys. And one more thing I'm going to show you, probably don't need to show you, is how long the antenna is. It's about 2.5 feet. And that's about right up there, and it kept getting caught in the blinds, as you heard earlier. And there, of course, is realistic Super Mario. Subscribe for more videos, guys. Bye.